Could be $30,000. It could be a whopping $50,000. Or it could be, sorry, try again.
But if you don't have a representing hand in the bag, you don't have a chance.
Grab Bag is brought to you courtesy of Tiles R Us Limited, Ballards Valley, St. Elizabeth. For all your tiles and bathroom fixtures, call 965-1896. Tiles R Us.
Massive used auto parts and car sale. 158 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho Rios. Call us at 876-298-6413 for the best in auto parts and car sales. We got you covered. Tad's Record promoting Anthony Cruz's new album titled Under the
Hi, you
Covers.
hearing me?
Anthony
Turn on
Cruz's
it.
album Under the Covers is produced by Anthony Cruz and Tad's Record. Available in all digital outlets worldwide. Start streaming.
All right, I'm
and
gonna turn it
downloading
down, but
today.
turn
The
on
new
your
Anthony
camera in the
Cruz album,
meantime.
Under
We'll
the
have
Covers,
3
and
minutes.
Tad's Record, the ultimate reggae
You'll be hearing
experience.
Kishima. I'm gonna turn that down. You won't be hearing me. You'll be hearing Kishima loud and clear like what you're hearing the radio. Alright, hold on. Don't move. Yeah, I'm seeing you. I'm trying to set up. No.
If you were here tonight.
From the days of Fudgy to Swaggerific, he is a renowned dancehall hitmaker. This Thursday, May 25, 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. on the road to success, we will journey with international dancehall artist and music producer, Mr. G.
Make sure you tune in. Keshima will be interviewing me, Mr. G, aka Goofy, but we turn it from we good lean. Make sure to tell a friend from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Which station on most Irie FM? Remember, May 25th, me, Mr. G, will be live and direct on Irie FM. And you don't know, say it's all about the journey and the road to success with Kashima Francis. Make sure it's on the lock in the date. You're safe for the interview there. We can't wait. Check it out. Goofy again for the ends. Yeah.
That's Road to Success, the journey, geared to inspire, uplift, educate, motivate, and entertain. This and every Thursday inside the Easy Skanking.
Swaggerific, I'm so swaggerific. Swaggerific, I'm so swaggerific. The more time they write me up, me can't even count it.
JPS wishes to advise customers that its customer service offices will close at 1:30 today, Thursday, May 25, to facilitate a staff event.
And I'm
Customers
hearing you
can,
loud and
however,
clear.
get us by the usual channels, the My JPS mobile app, the customer care center at 888 Call JPS, and on Facebook and Twitter at
Alright,
My
no problem.
JPS
Turn it off, let me
Online.
see.
The Bill Express section
Are we
of the
actually
offices
going in
will
right
remain
after this,
open.
you know?
JPS apologizes
It's
for
12:30
any
now,
inconvenience
so
this
we're
may
going in
cause
right
and
after
look forward
this.
to serving
That's
you.
Kishima setting up. So you go.
Yo, chat, that ready me a bad.
Your blessings upon, your blessings upon.
Your love was different, you know?
Jaja, you never stop bless me. No, you never stop bless me.
Never.
By myself, you never left me.
Never.
You never stop bless me.
Ever sing? Last year did slow. This year me up now. We now look back, no time figure broke now. House on the hill, them a fi see the bell struck now. Some gal we used to hype up, them a give it up now. It's all about the paper, the paper, the
Paper, the paper.
In a minute, I'ma watch for the hater. Chat where you want chat.
It is 12:30.
With the
It's the time that we've all been waiting for.
You never stop.
It is time for Road to Success, the journey.
You never stop bless me. Boy, by myself.
From the days of Fudgy to Swaggerific, he is a renowned dancehall hitmaker. Formerly known as Goofy, Mr. G is an international dancehall artist and music producer. His producing credits include Leave People Business Alone by Christopher Martin and Romain Virgo, RDX's massive hit Benova, and Beanie Man's Ever Clean, Chuck Fender's Murderer, and Jacure's From When, among countless others. Mr. G has also helped to kickstart the careers of various entertainers such as TOK, Vegas, Chico, Madanjo, Idonia, and others. And today on the road to success, we're journeying with none other than Mr. G. Mr. G, officially welcome and thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to take us on your awesome journey. All right. I'm not hearing you, but I know that you're responding. I see your mouth moving, so we're going to work that out.
You.
All right. I
You
hearing you know.
hear me now? Okay, so
Yes, hearing you
I'm
know.
saying the pleasure is mine. Your program is one that
Not hearing you. All right, so I think we briefly may have lost Mr. G, but something told me, that he was going to wear red. Red seemed to be his favorite color, so we are standing by and waiting to rejoin Mr. G on the road to success. Of course, it is RTS and we're looking forward to this conversation. One thing I can tell our listeners is that Mr. G is a storyteller. And guess what? His journey cannot be told in 1 hour. So I don't know how we're going to work it out today, but of course we will make it happen and try to uncover as much as possible. So we will try to link up Mr. G via phone and kickstart the conversation and see if the Zoom works out in the meantime. But this is his latest project. The song is titled Bless Me and it features OCG along with Mr. G.
Yo, chat, that ready me a bad.
Your blessings upon. Your blessings upon.
Hello?
Mr. G, can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear. You know what it is? I actually took when you said you weren't hearing me, I took out one of the
earpods,
and
yes.
when putting it back, it come like it cut it off.
All right, no problem. So I was just saying to our listeners that, look, something told me that you're going to wear red today. And I was telling them, I feel like red is your favorite color because, look, you're not less than wear red,
Is one of my favorite colors. I have quite a few colors that I really like. Red, white, yellow, the bright, pretty blue. But I've a ton load of each. But people keep saying this to me of late. That they keep seeing me in a lot of red, So
yes,
I don't know.
You rock a lot of red, but it works. I was also telling our listeners that you are a storyteller. You know how to tell a good story, and your journey is so extensive, and we have only 1 hour, so we're going to really try to make it happen today. So let us start, Mr. G, with your foundation. How would you describe your childhood and how you grew up?
Well, I would say I came from very humble beginnings. I was born down in Concrete Jungle, Jonestown. Then we moved up to Havana, which is the top part of jungle. I was living with my mom, my aunt, her sister, 4 children, and me and my brother for my mother. So it was like 6 children in the house and 2 adults. From there, my mother bought a house at Sherlock Crescent, Duane Park, and we moved to Sherlock. The famous Hurricane Gilbert caught us right at Sherlock, 1988, September. From there, she moved and she bought a piece of land and built a house up by Three Oaks Gardens. And we moved from there. And Three Oaks is the place where I got my break when I was living in Three Oaks Gardens, 1996. But before that, I had a name before having a big hit song. The name Sample Kid and Goofy was all over. I used to do shows all over the island.
You gone well far. We soon reach the sample kid. You just a cut and go through, but not that fast. As a child, you also lived with both your mother and father at different points in your life. Tell us about that dynamic and how did it affect you as a child?
Well, I don't know if it really affected me now.
Or impact your
I was
life
living.
then.
I was living with my mom, and While living with my mother, I remember I was like, I think around 7 or 8. And my father come kidnap me
Hey.
and carry me to live. Yeah, him kidnapped me because around 3 or 4 years, my mother didn't know where I was located.
Wow.
Yeah, so I actually saw a guy called Stumpy, which I remembered from Jungle. And I saw him over by Portmore, and my father was living over by Independent City, Savannah Road. And I used to always be on the back porch looking at the cars passing and everything. And one day I see Stumpy I pass and he says, Stumpy! And call him and him say, who that Pops? Because Pops was my nickname while I was living in Jungle, you know? And him come and me say, yo, tell my mother, say, yes, some day. I know say she don't know what me there. Tell my mother, say, right. So and the night my mother came with police. And the police them say, turn to me and say, who you want to stay with, your mother and your father? I'm say, I want to go with my mother. And me I tell her, say, I want to drop out of the money I know.
Wow.
I want to drop out of time I and you know, it was not until I became a father that I realized the impact of what I said to him and how he reacted to it. You know, Master, because when you have unconditional love for your children, because what my father had done, yeah, he was in a good position at the time. So what he did, he went for all his children, which was 4 of us, and had all of us living underneath one roof without any other mothers. I grew up at that time for 4 years with my stepmother, which is a very, very good woman. Not a whole heap of people get good step parents, but I have a very good stepmother, Josephine Simpson. May I have to big her up constantly. And she was like a overachiever. You know, one of them people where she get her degree, then she get her master's, then she go for her master's, and then she go for her next master's. And guess what? Her daughter actually come do the same thing. You know, that's my stepsister, but we don't even say step, we just say my sister. Because that's how we live, you know, up to this very day.
Wow, that is awesome. And Chad Simpson in the classroom, take us back to St. Catherine High. What were you like?
People couldn't understand my way of dealing with school because I have a photographic memory. So whatever I read, I retain. And whenever I'm doing the exams, I can just picture back reading the page and see the exact page in front of me. And I would just write my answers based on that and put in a different twist to give it a personal feel. But I could actually see what was on the pages after I read them. So people never used to see me studying like that. And they couldn't understand how is it I would pass the exams. Like I left school with 5, 6 C subjects, and they were mostly ones, and I got, I think, 1 or 2, 3 ones and 2 twos. And people couldn't understand that because they didn't know how my mind operated and worked. While in St. Catherine, I used to DJ at every barbecue, every fete. While I was a youngster, there's no barbecue or fete that missed me as a young artist coming up. Me a DJ from the time when, I don't know if you know, say Ghost used to be a DJ. But me, Ghost, Black Ranks, and a youth named Liquor Rowan, we used to be in the streets, every barbecue, every fete, every dance. So from school days is something that I gravitated towards. Every lunchtime would I beat the decks them, you know, and just all a vibe. Pascal all of my friends them are the schoolmates can tell you say I've always been into music. So it has always been a love and a passion, really.
So even though you had this love and passion for music and you're there every barbecue, every fete, and you're a DJ and music in your bones and you're oozing out music, you after high school you landed a job in accounting. So take us back now how you went, how you traded accounting and went back into music. How did that happen, and what did your parents say?
Well, I started working because I don't like, from ever since, I've never been one to depend on anybody. Like my mother can tell you, so when I used to go to school, I used to be a star baller. So the school used to take care of all my expenses. They used to give me books. I used to get lunch. I used to get dinner, everything from them. So what I would have done is save up my money throughout the week and give it back to my mother on a Saturday morning. You understand? So it's like, put it this way, if she'd give me, say she'd give me $100 a day. I don't even remember how much I used to get per day, but would I give her back the money? Only thing I would have taken out of the money sometimes is a bus fare to go to and from school. So when I left school, I wanted to keep my independence, so I started working. While working, I used to be on the road with Paned and Caperton, because they were my two artists that I had the chance and the opportunity to par with them, and them carry me all over the island. We are DJ. Anyway, them a DJ, them a call me up and them things. So one night I remember going into Paned car, and Paned hold the door for me and say, me outside of the vehicle and out for opening it, and the man hold the door and now let me and say, you have to go decide where you want to do, I said, what you mean? I say, it's either you do music or you go work. But if you choose work, me and you not par, again, we just be friends, but we not go par. Man said, music is a thing where you need to give your heart and your soul. Remember me fresh out of school, me I work like, I think a year and a half. So when Paneda said this to me, I say, yo, because all the part me apart with Paned, me never beg Paned and me never beg Caperton. Caperton's still alive, so he will tell you. So I was one of them youth that would never ever beg him. And Caperton and Paned them, and Ninja Man them, and Shabba are the kindest artists them in the history of dancehall. Them man, they give away everything. See? Anyway, when Paned hold the door for me, because a boom and me stop talk and fly the door and we go to dance and we go DJ. And the next morning, me wake up with heavy for my heart when me I go to work. Some goes a bomb and me say, me no want years to come, me have a thing named What If in the back of my head. So me just say, Father God, me I go take the chance and go do the music full time. So when me go so boom and tell my mother, say, Mom, say, me I go do music. My mother pack up 2 scandal bag and say, well, if you go deal with music, you can deal with it, but it's not under my roof. At them time, they must say, artists are some old dirty boy, them and them sitting there, and me I say, and me leave out of the house, and me a bounce between my friend them. More time when my friend them parents them, I get tired of me being in them space and them things, them just slide go over Portmore, over my father's house and jam and then, but say a Portmore, that's how we are feeling at the city. So we go through some little uncomfortableness where we are bounce about the place there little, And I want to tell you, I had a grand aunt. I mean, they love my grand aunt so much, but when she basically, I say to my mother, here man, you want to go follow the old dirty boy, them and Ray. It like it hurt me so much because this is somebody that I had admired and had so much love for. So when she said that, it's like, from that day, our relationship never went back to how it was. Me and my mother come all right back and think, but me and my grandaunt, we never went back. And that is something that I regret up to this point. But I say, me I go give it a chance and I go and show you a thing where enough people don't know. You see, when I was working and when me I go studio, me give myself 3 to 4 years for bus. And I say, if me never bus home for bus, me I go back to uni, me I go university. And when me say 2 years run off, I'm gonna get my break. 3 year run off, then me say, no man. Me in the suffering thing and the paparizing thing and them things. So I go so boom and drop off my subject them and my thing them up I damn time they name cast, it name UTech now. Drop it off and say, if the music no work out, I want to educate myself so that me can live a good, comfortable life. You know, God work it that when me 1996 come, this is 1 year after me drop off my thing.
Before we go to 1996, we're going to go to a quick time signal. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. All right.
The mission of the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs includes revising Jamaica's legal and constitutional infrastructure and accelerating the pace of reform. The time by the MLCA is...
It is now 12:47. We are on the road to success and we're journeying with none other than Mr. G. So you're saying no, 1996.
Yeah, 1996. When it start trickle out now because the 4 year time span when I give myself start trickle out now and it look like the big boss note for come right now. So I say I submit my thing to upper cast and the exact weekend when my boss because a big A boss me, him take 2 days and boss me. Him used to work Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And when him goes so bam and boss me the Friday, because I would have seen my boss from the Friday. Can play my song for around 2-3 hours and open up the phone line and the whole Jamaica just call in and everybody and make them comment and I said pull up and it was just total excitement for the radio. Which is 40, yeah. So the Monday morning, no, when me wake up and thing, the postman come drop off the thing, say I cast that accept me for coming now.
Wow. So again, you're at another crossroads.
At another crossroads. So I'm torn between going to university and getting the sure foundation where I know say this must supposed to last me a lifetime, or taking a chance and doing music. And music is something that you can't predict or anything. So I'm a prayer, because I'm a praying man. So I say, Father, you see how you know my art there. I say, I want to take a leap of faith and put my full 100 into music. But I say, God, if me I go that way here, me I gotta ask you to make me deal with it as a business and let me have a longevity in the business as an artist and make sure, say, 20 years, 25 years down the line, I can still live a comfortable life, take care of myself, my family, and my surroundings. So that is what I asked God. For the first 3 years out of my bus, me not sleeping. It's like me snooze, but me not sleep. The reason why, every time I get a hit song, all right, I ask God, don't make me be a one-hit wonder. When me get Here Comes Fudge, I say, don't make me be a one-hit wonder. Then me get Dog Bark, I follow up hit song. I say, God, don't make me be a 2-hit wonder. Third song, I say, Father, don't make me be a 3-hit. When me reach on 10 and 12 song, then I say, yes, Father, you carry me past the worst because once me reach writers up, it got hard for them get me back out of the system because me have a whole heap of knowledge underneath my belt, and I am somebody who always have a business mind. So while doing music, me put it in my head, say whatever goes up must comes down. You can go up again, but the law of physics and everything tell us so whatever goes up must come down. So when the tides are low, we have to secure things whereby we have funds turning over.
To sustain.
And this is where I started getting involved in real estate. And I started, the first person that I used to purchase some properties was Christopher Townsend, you know, and people must supposed to know Christopher Townsend is one of the more prominent lawyers right now. I used to use him and his partner called Leslie. And it is so funny that a few years ago, Chris called me one side and said, you know, say, you make me start buy property. I said, what do you mean? I said, because when you as an artist, I use me and I purchase couple property, me look within myself and say, me need to start do the same. So even them lawyer office when I'm in a now on Duke Street, it was because of him being influenced by me. Him tell me, say, he said to his partner, come make a purchase that floor, yeah, because it's different floors, but you can purchase a floor on the building, yeah, because it's subdivided. So him say, at the time, him partner say, him not in that. And at the time, it was $6.5 million for the entire floor, because remember, I said downtown did mash up, you know. So people are give away the place them down there like joke. Nobody know I stay down there. So Chris tell me, say, he took out a loan, purchased that place. And the other day when they invite me down in his office, when he had an opening, and because him fully renovate the place, the man said, gee, you know how much that place, you know? 120 million. From 6.5 to 120 million. I said, wow. And me and him maintain a relationship. You have people like Mark Golden that used to be one of my lawyers as well. And I purchased a few properties through him and things. So I always have the mindset to set certain foundation so that we can sustain. Because even if you can't live the top of the top,
At that time, did you? I know you say you put things in place. You have that business mind, but were you thinking more generational wealth when you made these strategic moves, or you're just thinking about self in that moment for when the tides are low?
I wasn't thinking generational wealth yet, because at the time when I started purchasing properties, me never have a chick nor a child. Me just there look out for my family. And the youth them will live on my road, and then the youth them will grow with a jungle. And I want to tell you, my brethren them used to have as best friend a Sherlock, my first apartment when I buy out by Narbrook Green. It was a 1-bedroom apartment, living room, kitchen, bathroom, balcony and thing. And I moved him from Sherlock and make him come live in at the living room, because me and him used to see in the streets and I go on with some holy palico kind of gangster thing, them things, and me I say, yo, since me break, more you come out of certain things fully. So I bring him come live with me. Him look like, because when me I travel straight through, so me I make sure say him look like how me look in terms of clothes and jewelry and everything. You know me I say, it was unfortunate that him did still have the calling to go in a certain things, and him leave from up when me carry him after maybe a year and something, and him just want down in other environment, because them something that still excite him. I mean, I say, yo, as a youth, you have to know when to move off, because we witness enough our friend them get certain things and not there again. You know what I say? But to each his own. But I wasn't thinking generational wealth then.
At that time,
I was just thinking, I was just thinking to make sure we set a foundation that years to come. You know what I say? And God has been good. Me there, I would say 28 years. Because before me get 4G, as I say, I used to earn from the music. Because I used to have some songs where them come on dub plate. I won a competition for DNG. Then they make me tour out the whole Jamaica and then pay me for each shows. I did shows from Coney Park, go right back to the next end of the island, back and forth. And, so music used to take care of me before it started really taking care of me.
Okay, awesome. And here it is, we talk about 1996, and that would, be through the Danny Brownie's Main Street Records, where, you solidify your space in the entertainment industry. But in 1999, in the midst of you having all those hits on Main Street is the label with, you know, all of the hot artists. Danny Brownie transitioned from secular to the world of Christianity. How did his decision to change his life impact your career?
At the time when Danny made that transition, it sent everybody in shock because although I was hitting with all the other top producers, because when I break with Danny, you know, because I always look into the chain of events, what led up to what, you know. I only met Danny because Steely and Clevie, I was recording for Steely and Clevie up by Danny Brownie's studio. So when I was recording for them, Danny come in at the studio and hear me and say, "Youth, you're bad. Come check me." So when me boss now, because it's not Steely them, they boss me. But me always have it in my head, so if them never they advise me wouldn't come across Danny. So me always know, say me have a debt to be paid. So I go to BAM. When I break 1996, I said to Danny, Danny, you have a number for Steely? Because I never have the number for Steely. And Danny said, "Steely migrate." And I said, "All right, you have a number for Clevie?" And then I say, "Yeah," and then give me Clevie number. I call Clevie, I'm going to go check Clevie. At the time when I check Clevie, Clevie had to be a production with Japanese. Them time that the Japanese, them pay them some ridiculous amount of money for produce songs. Anyway, I go to Bama and I go check Clevie and I say, "Clevie, I need to do a song for you, you know. Because remember, say, uno me advice, make your brother get to see me. So me want to repay back my debt." And then I said, "Boy, no man, everything good, man. Me not do no production, no. I just be a Japanese projects, me dep on a rare." I say, "Clevie, me not left from down here. Yeah, I give me a rhythm." Me say, "You and Steely must have some rhythm, one of the bill already, put on and never use." And him say, him dead and say, "But gee, where? Me say, "Clevie, me not left, you know." So me I go say, "Oh, I go wait longer." So him go so boom now and him laugh and him go so boom and take out a 24 tape. That is the kind of thing where we used to work off of before Pro Tools and ADAT and the whole of them something. So him take out the 2-inch tape.
On that note, Mr. G, we have 1 minute to cash pot. Stick and stay. We soon come back.
All right.
When me use Island Fresh with aloe vera, it make me skin feel so much smoother. So if you want to feel better and smell fresher, use Island Fresh with aloe vera.
Manufactured by Island Products, 934-0666.
The time is...
It is now 12:59. We're standing by. Listen up, your top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot lunchtime draws up next. We are on the road to success. We're journeying with Mr. G. And, you know, we are hearing the stories. We're hearing the conversations. So stick and stay. We'll see you after cash pot.
Yo, chat, that ready me a bad.
Your blessings upon, your blessings upon.
Reggae, your love will different, you know.
Jaja, you never stop bless me. No, you never stop bless me.
Your lucky day. Get your tickets out and let the games begin.
Good afternoon. It's Thursday, May 25, 2023. I'm Sydney, and welcome to this afternoon's Supreme Ventures live game draw. Now, before we begin, here's a quick look at our mid-morning winning numbers. Please remember, all live draws are being supervised by the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission and observed by the independent auditing firm PwC. Now, let's put some money in your top draw. This afternoon's jackpot is $400,000. So here are the winning top draw numbers, and good luck. And your first winning top draw number this afternoon is 10. Coming down next, we have the number 19, and the third winning number making its way down is lucky number 13. Next up, we have ball number 4, and for $400,000, you're gonna need 6. And now let's pick your play with our dollars game. I do hope you're feeling lucky. get those tickets out, because first up we have 33. Coming down next is ball number 26. The third winning number making its way down is 17, and following 17 we have number 27. Next up is 16, and we are halfway there this afternoon with a countdown to the number 15. Now what is coming after that? Let's see. It's 22, and following 22 is the number 2. Next in line, we're counting to number 3, and coming down after that is ball number 8. Now what is coming next? It's 25, and we're wrapping things up in our dollars game with a solid number 10. And now for some easy winnings with our Pick 2 game. Let's play. And here we go. The first winning Pick 2 number is 15. The second winning number is 36. So once again, the winning Pick 2 numbers are 15 and 36. And up next, you can play it 3 ways. It's our Pick 3 game. Now, your first winning Pick 3 number this afternoon is 9. The second winning number is 2. And the third and final winning number, here it comes, is 9. So once again, the winning Pick 3 numbers are 9, 2, and 9. Now it's time to turn up your winnings, so get ready for Pick 4. And here we go. The first winning Pick 4 number is 6. The second winning number is 0. The third winning number, what's it gonna be? It's the number 4, and the fourth and final number coming up is 1. So once again, the winning Pick 4 numbers are 6, 0, 4, and the number 1. Now, it's easy for wins, so let's heat things up with Hot Pick. And here we go, the balls are bubbling up. Now, this afternoon's winning Hot Pick number is 5. Congratulations to all Hot Pick winners. Again, the winning number is 5. And of course, now you can win $280 for every $10 winning cash pot bet. Let's get ready to play our cash pot game for Thursday, May 25, 2023. Now, you live to play it, but can you win it? Get ready to be a big cash pot winner, and let's see what the winning cash pot number will be. And here we go. This afternoon's winning cash pot number is 30. Congratulations to all cash pot winners. Again, the winning number is 30. Now, let's mega your winnings, and good luck. And here we go. What's it gonna be this afternoon? Here it comes. And a white ball has been selected. And now it's time for the monster winnings. So, good luck once more. And here it comes, and the monster ball has been selected. So remember to go mega and monster 6 times per day for cash pot for more chances to win. Again, the winning cash pot number is 30. The lucky mark is fish. And for mega, a white ball was selected. For Pick 3, Pick 4 cash pot and hot pick. And for monster, the monster ball was selected for cash pot. Now let's take a look at this afternoon's winning numbers. And again, congratulations to everyone who won. And of course, a huge congrats to our latest Lotto winner who won the jackpot of $49 million. The winning ticket was purchased at Dad's Card Central in Portmore, St. Catharines. So are you the new Lotto millionaire? Do check your tickets now and join us again at 3 p.m. for more games you love to play. I'm Sydney. Have a supreme afternoon.
Hope you were a big winner. Play your favorite Supreme Ventures games every day and tune in for our live draw 6 times a day at 8:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8:25 p.m. on this station. Supreme Ventures, making winners every day.
That was the lunchtime top draw dollars, Pick 2, Pick 3, Pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Join us again at 3 p.m. for another chance to win in hot pick and cash pot special pot draws. So, Mr. G, before we went to the cash pot break, you were in the midst of telling us about your determination. No, continue the conversation there.
Right. So, fast forward, when Clevis started looking for some rhythms, then I heard a rhythm and I say, I'd a rhythm them want, and him I say, yo, me have some better rhythm than that. Me say, I'd a rhythm them want.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a song called Dog Bark. You understand? when I did that song, I go for Red Rat the next day and say, oh, we're going to strengthen up Steely them label. Steely Ghana England, but Cleavy there, so we're going to strengthen up the label because me and Rat are the two talk about in the whole entire music fraternity. Because Fudgy and Shelly play, Shelly and Shelly play. So these two songs now were going to be our follow-ups. So I did Dog Bark and Rat did Good Boy. And the two songs them come on and mash up the place. Anyway, remember I said Steely migrated 2 years before that.
Mm-hmm.
So Steely went to Greensleeve, Chris Cracknell from Greensleeve Records called Steely and said, Steely, you need to come check us. When Steely go, here Chris Cracknell to Steely, Steely, you're the greatest. How could you have known that Red Rat and Goofy were going to run the place and you'd have songs for them? Here, Steely, we are Sir Chris. Me don't know what you talk about. I said, isn't Studio 2000 your label? Because me and Rat first come out on them label when named Studio 2000, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? So, man look on it and say, hold on there, Chris. And call Cleavy and say, Cleavy, the Red Rat and Goofy, we mash up the place. Our label for sure? Man say, yeah, man, our thing, man. Man say, so you never call me and tell me nothing. And me don't know where else because I think there 3 different ways me get the argument, you know. Me get it from Steely, me get it from Chris Cracknell, and me get it from Cleavy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what happened is Steely booked him flight the following week and came back to Jamaica because of the re-emergence of the labels Steely and Cleavy, which was under now a new brand name Studio 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, when may I show you how that's why I said domino effect and how things trigger things. When
Mr. G? All right, I think you are frozen. So you're in the process of telling us about the domino effect.
Run the place, 1.5 fight and them things. You understand?
Mm-hmm. All right, I think we have lost Mr. G again. We are going to reconnect and then see how we can make this connection happen, perhaps via phone and then see. So if you're just joining us, we are on the road to success and we're journeying with none other than Mr. G. Did you know that Mr. G is the producer for this song? Christopher Martin, Romain Virgo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Talk to them, singer. Yes, chatty, chatty, Mount Amasi, mix up. Why you not leave people business? I said, fill down people business. Good God, I tell you about. Nothing near gap, nothing nearby your place won't fix up. Why you not allow people business? Leave people business alone. Leave people business alone. Oh God. And I say one time people them used to say one sweet nanny goat and go run in belly. So when we touching at the street, nobody see we. Country feel with things and I tell people say you give it. Ooh, them can't look in on my face again. Who know what police come running on my place again. So right I know me as I could score. Who know do it already now go make no do it no more. Mr. Chatty Chatty, Mount Amasi, mix up. Why you not leave people business? I said fill down people business. Good God, I tell you about. Nothing near gap, nothing nearby your place won't fix up. Why you not allow people business? Leave people business alone. Yeah, people business alone. Oh God, y'all show them chatty, chatty, chatty. Me can't live in peace.
All right,
Hello?
Mr. G, so you're with us now.
Boy, you don't know how some people are call the phone and knock out.
Look here, only stop call Mr. G. He's live. Sure. All right. So you're saying that there you got the 3 versions of the story. And we want to wrap this up now because time is ticking away.
Time cut.
Yes, man.
All right. So hear this now. Steely come back at Jamaica, and guess which 2 artists end up a bus after the same rhythm when Steely come back? Steely come back and come vice Elephant Man and Harry Toddler.
Mm-hmm.
Beer girl, one way. And the next one, bad man no fight over, girl, fight over. If it wasn't for the songs with me and Red Rat, Steely maybe would not have come back to Jamaica to start back producing.
Wow.
You get what I say? So it's like everything trigger the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I say? All right, I'm going to give a little quick synopsis of how everything came about, because at the time running down.
But before you give us the synopsis, what I wanted to pinpoint, there are some key stuff. You know, you are credited for assisting various entertainers during the early stages of their careers, such as T.O.K. Vegas, Chico, Madanjo, Idonia, and others. How were you, Mr. G, able to position yourself in such a way where you're instrumental in the careers of so many entertainers?
Because my mindset is, once you're in a position can help somebody come up the ladder, do so. Because you have a lot of people don't help people, whether it want to be in business or in music or in whichever aspect or area of life, because them feels like if them put you on, you might stop for them food. My whole mindset is different, because whatever God has in store for me, no matter how much people me put on, him always I got ensure say me eat when me fit eat. You understand? And I've always had that mindset, because I want to tell you, say, me a boss artist before me actually boss myself. Because I used to be the person who did the production for Weepo from Stone Love. Weepo did rate me and trust me as a producer from way before me meet Danny Brownie or Steely and Clevie. The first artist I'm responsible for and helping to break was Merciless, 1994. Because when I used to produce the Stone Love, I used named Gaddafi, which ended up turning to be Merciless manager after my boss Gaddafi theme. He
Merciless
came to me because I didn't know Gaddafi before him think about no management thing. Him used to be a country and western singer. So when him come to me one night when we were at Penthouse, because we used to book studio time at Scorpio Tuesday, Penthouse Thursday. So when we reach a Penthouse and me I do Weevo production, him come to me and say, yo, go for big a minute there. I'm come to him and him say, me have an artist here, you know, to him bad, me willing to give up my career for him go through. So when him said that to me, him catch me off guard, me I say, but Gaddafi, one good country and western singer, and him used to eat him dog plate money. So me curious to hear this youth here now. When me hear Merciless, me know say him happy boss. So me voice up 4 songs with Merciless the same night me meet him. Because when me say DJ, and him DJ a bad song, I say DJ again, him DJ a next bad song. So me record a song named Lend Out My Mercy, and dub plate first. Then me record a song named, when him still name Sugar Demos, same way, you know. Because when me meet him, a Sugar Demos him name. And you will hear it in the song where him say, who, I go get the woman of the year for no miss glamorous, then my gleam, no fear. Me record that, me record 2 more songs with him. All of the songs them come out, come go and wicked. At the time, when me discover him, when Weepo come to pick me up back in the hours around 3-4 o'clock in the morning, because he used to just leave me to do the production and then him come pick me up and drop me on my yard. When him come back in the hours, me say, Paul, finally you are the baddest thing from planet Earth right now. And him say, what you mean? And at the time, Weepo and Bounty Killer was not on good terms. So Bounty never did advice no whole heap of dub plate for Weepo. So when me find a youth to sound like Killer and have him own edge, when me make Power hear it when Power drive them time, the Power drive one little red oak back van, Toyota van. When me play the Merciless on the cassette the night, Weepo pull over same time and say, what this man? Him I go run the place. Anyway. When Stone Love play here them time there, when you're a bad artist, a Stone Love play here your boss. The following Wednesday, also Leo, because Stone Love used to there also Leo every Wednesday. Me and we Paul walking I dance. Paul cut the dub plate. And we walking I dance. And Paul whisper in a Rory ears and say, bust that song yeah. Rory never hear Merciless from the day I'm born. I inna the dance and get the song and Paul say, bust him. And Mr. Rory goes and put the earphone on one side of his ears and listen to the song. When the man listen to the song, the man goes and stop the record where they are playing upon the thing and say, wow, man, easy.
Hey.
Now, massive, you know the world. Now you know the world. Remarkable Stone Love. We responsible for breaking all new artists, breaking all Ray, and make one piece of speech. And go drop Merciless song. And Keshima, when the man drop Len out in Mercy, me I tell you, say the dance shift out in. The next day, a litter from Arrows called me and said, the little youth on the bus last night, the whole of down here, Ram. Here him come. And I saw Merciless career start and him just goes a boom and take off from flight to flight. When me bus now, I was on Elsha Beach one of the Sunday, which is 2 years after my bus. And me see Vegas, but me didn't know Vegas because Vegas they come up at the studio one time with Dan Youth, come do one song. The song never bust when it come out and things. So Vegas see me and say, Goofy, me I beg you a favor, please. You can make Danny Brown advise me. And I say, yeah, man, how you say? You have song? And I say, yeah, man, I have some bad song. Him DJ Ed's eye for me. And when him DJ Ed's eye, I say, Jesus Christ, this gone in. So when me go to the studio the Monday morning now, because this was over the weekend, I see him. I said, Danny, we have to go voice a little youth and name Vegas. And him can mash up the place. And I met Vegas come up at the studio, and when Danny heard the song, Danny said the same thing. With TOK them, I change over TOK song, because then they are sing about themselves, and I say, yo, the melody too bad for to sing about themselves. I don't know, I was just a natural star from me meet him. Him never go in a studio one day from him born. When me meet him and put him in a studio, and him voice 4 songs the same night, me meet him. And I say, I turn to him and say, you're going to be one of the biggest and baddest artists, because you want to you have the hardcore thing about you, where the street I go grab up. 2 artists come to me that same period of time there, when me know them they just have a bus. Him and I Octane. Me used to drop I Octane a half a tree for around 2 years every night when me there at Jamaica and there at the studio. Because I build my studio at Princeville. Yeah, I buy a shop 2004 and build my studio in night. I Octane, his drive was not normal. I Octane, they live at Clarendon. I Octane would have used to reach our studio early than every artist when me have a town where I try bus. Him reach our studio the first, and then me I drop him a half a tree like 11, 12 o'clock at night time. And him I take bus and I find him where go Clarendon and reach up back every morning.
Wow.
So me I give him bus fare to go and come every night and thing. And when me turn to the rest of man them and said to them, I mean, no say they ruffle some wool of feathers. When me turn to the man them and say, yo, you see, them 2 youth here, them are going to jump out of the pack before the rest of the man them because them have super talent and them have one different drive. Enough man never want to hear that, but so said, so done. You know what I say? God has, Kashima, God has blessed us so that we can bless others.
And that leads me to... This is leading me to my next question, you know, because I know you have many stories, like many other stories, similarly to the Mr. Vegas, the Idonia, the Merciless, TOK, and so on. And, you know, it's almost like you have been the unofficial A&R for so many hit songs and record labels like you would have outlined just now. Has anyone who you have helped showed up for you in a major way following their success?
You know, the youth would have said me get back a strength from him in terms of getting a strength. Would I consider a strength is Sean Izzle. And here why. Me take Sean Izzle, train him to use Pro Tools. He was my engineer. Then me train him how to be a good producer. And then when him build the rhythm name, One Day Rhythm, I received one of the biggest songs in my career from it. So I consider that to be a major thing. Most of the youth them, Keshim, and this is us reality. Most of the youth them don't have no level of gratitude in them. But me no make that stop me from doing God's work. That me tell a man say me do good because me know say it's the right thing to do. So me now make like me tell Biggie and my big brother, him and my general, and me said to Biggs years ago, I said, Biggs, don't make them artists here frustrate you because you help so much of them and then bite the hand we feed them and them things that don't make them make you become somebody that you are not. Just know say, God put you upon the earth to do something and you have to just do it because look at this now. A whole heap of them will bite there and we feed them. They're nowhere to be found and we're still there.
No, facts. And this is a perfect segue into Mr. G, the producer, because even though you are off that notion to say, you know, the gratitude most times is not forthcoming, you still put yourself in a position as a producer to work with entertainers. What would you say are some of the advantages and disadvantages as an artist yourself producing for fellow entertainers?
Sometimes you will have some of them who will take your help and your skills for granted until them see you go so boom and show them say, and me I walk with my magic, you know. So anyway me go, me can make the magic happen. You get what I say? And that is a thing in our earth. Because you have a thing when them get used to. More times somebody will feel like so them get used to you, so them not acknowledge your greatness or them not give you props where if you get her, them might, you know what I say, do whatever. And more time you have to just make a man say, all right, here I am. You see that mangy dog over there, so you're going to take up that mangy dog there and turn him in a one proper pedigreed. So you show them, say, listen, you are work with your talent. When Main Street closed 1999, I'm the only artist from the Main Street camp that continuously had hit songs because I think it jerk up the whole of the man them Evans. But me have a motto because I believe in a God so much. And when I say I believe in a God one different kind of way. That means no matter what look like it disappointing, it's not disappointing to me. I might feel a way about it at the specific time, but I always say, God, you know what you do. So here one, me I follow your lead. So him always work out the thing that no matter where look like it should have been for me and it never reached me. Me just know say, I never mean forget that, or I never mean to do this, or I never mean to do that. So God always make, at the end of the day, down the line, you can see how everything penciled back. So when Main Street lock up, me said to myself, all right, this is where the chapter change. So me go so boom now and say, me I go change my name from the Goofy to a more mature thing, which is Mr. G. You get what I say? So me go so boom now. When me find the song say, na 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 na. Maybe your friend and your man she a look, but your boyfriend don't want no old crook. But she a fish, she bite the wrong hook. Whoa! Right there, so me know say that song when be a monster song before it come out. So what me do? Me change my name right on that song there. Because when you do the transition, you have to do the transition.
Momentum.
As Main Street shot, 1999, when me do. Because I've always been producing. Me and Danny always in the studio, me give him the vibe, give him the melody there, and then I build the rhythm them and where I do the thing, and you know what I say? So as Main Street shot, me start my label name, Youngblood Records. And I write this on my boss, Andrew, Mad Andrew. Because Mad Andrew was the one who gave me the first two lines for Here Comes Fudge, you know. Cause me and him used to par before Main Street. I walk up to the studio one day, and a Fudgy man pass and put him on a mirror and just say, "Here comes Fudgy." And I said the baddest argument. I said the baddest argument, and him laugh off of me. Him laugh off of me, and I say, in the midst I'm laughing, me just say to him, "Andrew, me can take the line there." And him say, "Yeah, take it." And laugh and kill himself with laugh. When him hear when me done do the song and then come put in the Fudgy and me boss, him know say it wasn't a laughing matter after that. So, him get for bus now. We out on Main Street, and me go look for Andrew, because Andrew they disappear after me a rat busing. And then me go find Andrew. And then we out on Main Street a reason. And when we out there reason, me hear him say, he might run a joke, and then the last part I him go say, "Oh, this father." And me say, the baddest argument in the world that in turn to me and say, "You go load that one, yeah. Me I go build that one, yeah."
Wow.
You see me? And him build it. And when him build it, and me see him one say the what is father them in the song. All of the what is father them and me say them. And me produce him and boss him, so my debt was repaid. Because he was the one that gave me the concept. But here comes Fudgy. And me always have it in my mind. Once you do something good or great for me, I have a debt that I need to pay. And I will repay it over time.
Wow. No, Mr. G, look, 3 minutes remaining, but I can't have you leave without touching these few points. What is next for Mr. G? New singles and album, music videos, new rhythm. What's next? We know you're going to be at the IRFM Road Show on June 3.
Well, me have a whole heap of things coming up, you know. And I'm again in negotiations. I don't know if you know it, but I've been signed to EMI. They had put out an album for me already. It's not only Jamaican artists I pick out in a cash. I pick out a girl named Just Stone who come sell 7 million albums for EMI. I picked out a group named Fountains of Wind. They had a #1 Billboard song, the song that I picked out from demo tapes. A song says, "Stacey's mom has got it going on." You get me? I say I've produced for Baham Men. I have 4 songs that I produced on their album. In writing, like I've 5 different songs that I have writing credits in. You know, as you said, 1 hour I got too short for we thing there. So, you know me, I say about a whole heap of things. I've been signed. I was the first artist with both, and in 1 month I signed to BMG Records, which was a affiliate of EMI as well. So I signed to EMI 2 different times. I signed in 1996 and I signed back in 2002. You get what I say? A whole heap of things, Kesh. You know, I say, where I forgot. Me, I have to go all a reason. Like,
look, we definitely would need a part 2, because like I said initially, like your journey and what you have done, it's absolutely rich. It cannot be told in 1 hour. But as it relates to Mr. G, the family man, you know, you are a father of 4. What life lessons did you learn late in life that you want your children to understand early?
I wouldn't say I learned it late in life, you know, because you see, when you grow up in the garrison, it has a way of speeding up your growth. So a lot of things that I learned when I was in my teens. And I took those lifelong lessons and implement them in life when I became an adult. Like I can say I was grown with a lot of respect, a lot of principle, a lot of morals. And what I have done, I've instilled that into people I've come across and into my children. And no matter what, me always tell my children, say, listen, una have to focus, because I like nice things, but nice things come at a cost. And when you set yourself in a position whereby when you turn an adult, you can stand on your own foot, that is the greatest thing. So just keep focus. Only thing I ask of them is for them do good in a school, and that they have done. And I am extremely proud of them. You know what I say?
Look, awesomeness. And we will definitely have to make provision, Mr. G, for a part 2. And finally, What advice would you give to aspiring producers and entertainers who are on the road to success? They're listening now, but they need, development and exposure and just to be inspired to continue their journey.
Try to be different, because if you sing like you have a whole heap of scamming thing I go on, them are sing, everybody are sing scamming. The person who goes outside of the box and draws for a topic that is different, you're going to get a different kind of reward. So do not try to be a part of the pack. Try to be different, out of the box. Try to be outstanding. That is the only way you're going to make an impact. And as to life, whether in music or just regular life, you're working towards something, just know that God timing is always the right timing. We would like things to happen when we want them to happen, but God know the right time to make them happen. So trust the process, trust God, and just know so from him wake up a morning time, you have a next chance to be great each morning. Him wake you and put you to bed.
Wow, Mr. G, thank you so much. The messages are flowing in for you. One person said that, look, I am truly impressed. I did not know that Mr. G did all those things. This other person says, it's a touching story, bro. Norman, the gospel singer in Bogwalk, said that. Bless up. This person says, Mr. G, bless up yourself. Absolutely touching story. You have a great heart. Just continue to be good. And this person says, interesting interview, Kishima. It's like reading a book. Absolutely awesome. Angela, but tell you, Mr. G, a big storyteller. I know how to tell him story. This one says, afternoon, Mr. G. This is from Ricardo Portius. Really great. And this person says, great interview, Kishima. Mr. G is one of the real youth that helps a lot of DJs, just like Bounty Killer. One of my favorite DJs of all time is Irie Pickney Pops in Lakovia. Bless up every time. This person says, afternoon, Kish. Mr. G, how did you transition to taking in your lessons during the time when you were younger while doing music? Because, a lot of young people, it is very difficult for them, to remain focused. But like he said, right out of school, he was doing accounting. He had a business mind. He put a lot of things in place to ensure that during slow times, he would always have something to fall back on. Martha the Barber in August Stone says, great overview in Akishima. Mr. G is one of Jamaica's most versatile artists. He knows the music business from the production, and I want good DJ too. Thank you so much to all the comments and everybody sharing. One word, swaggerific. Mr. G, thank you so much. And we're going to talk about a part 2. And you can see him on June 3 at the IRFM Street Dance, right?
Yeah, man, definitely God spare life and keep us in good health and strength. And I just want to say thank you for everybody who has supported me throughout the years. I want to say thank you for all the radio personalities, even some of the fallen soldiers like Mighty Mike,
yes,
who was one of the persons who impacted my career as well. I will forever be in debt to Big A, because he's the one that changed my life. You know me, I say from 1996 when he break me. But give thanks to every single radio personality, every single sound man, every single fan, every single lover of the music that has supported the music and helped to keep the music alive. Art of Love, One Bless, we link up. And next time on Keshima, I love what you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing. I've watched you from you just entered IRE to where you flourished, to have several programs and doing so much. You really love the game. You absorb the information and the knowledge. And I know Big Ape has helped and played
yes,
certain roles in your development as well.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? You can hear. You have a love for the music, and that is why whatever you do always works. It's not about the money first. It's about the love, and the money will always come after.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. G. And yes, indeed. Biggs, you don't know.
Yeah, man.
This was absolutely amazing. I enjoyed every moment of it. And a lot of people say, look here, 1 hour is way too short, you know. Great interview, Kish. Blessings and loving to Mr. G. This person says, one of the realest interview, nothing hype about it. Big up yourself, Kishima, for finding the right people to interview. Really deserve a part 2. Hashtag Shangabeng and the Spanish Town family.
Can me drive, your car not legit. I am swaggerific, I'm so swaggerific. Swaggerific, I'm so swaggerific. Bang book a giant, you're one a midget. Looking at me, I count a pure 8-digit. Swaggerific, I'm so swaggerific. Swaggerific, we so swaggerific. Bang book a giant, you're one a midget.
Get a juicy The Classic from Wendy's. Wendy's Dave's Classic, the juicier, tastier burger.
The time by Wendy's is...
It is now 1:36.
Say it with Oreo and win $1 million and other grand prizes, a family trip, TV, and PlayStation set with the Say It with Oreo promotion. Entering is easy. Buy 5 packs of limited edition Say It with Oreo. You have 4 ways to enter.